This man is just bored hitting stakes at home. But it attracts a powerful man who has broken through space to steal blood with his butt up. A broken kitchen knife he threw away casually made four brothers who had a life-threatening friendship turn against each other. His power is unparalleled, but only he himself is unaware of it. Everyone is speculating about his power in their minds. His name is Yifeng, an awkward time traveler. Like other time travelers, he also has a system. The strange and lewd uncle in front of him is his system. The system maxed out all his skills at the beginning and also gave him a 600 square meter martial arts hall. Just as he was overjoyed and thought he could start cultivating immortals and become emperor, the system pointed to the word spiritual root on his head and said, "What kind of immortal? You don't have spiritual roots." Then it said goodbye and left, leaving him with a head full of doubts about life. There was no way but to start the lying flat mode. He could only sell books by setting up a stall to make a living. But soon, his lazy life will undergo a qualitative change. Yifeng saw that the little girl was interested in his book and quickly started to praise them. The little girl was happy. She wanted to buy Master Mai's membership, Shinji Flash, but was caught by her sister and was about to drag her away and mocked that immortal drew the book. Is nothing to buy. But the noisy little girl turned into a Barbie doll in an instant. The next second, the sister paid the money back, asking her sister if she was satisfied now. Yifeng heard that and was dissatisfied. This book is a collection of Shijing. Not long after they left, the younger sister asked her sister to take a look. The book was full of poses she had never seen before. The sister had no choice but to deal with it. But the moment she opened the book, a pure Wu Yi came towards her. That feeling instantly made he broke through the bottleneck of cultivation. And she also found that her sister had broken through several levels, reached the level of a samurai. At that moment, he realized how terrifying the bookseller was. He quickly brought the book back to his master and explained that the bookseller was likely a peerless master. But his master didn't believe it. He took the book and said, "This book is just an ordinary book. How could you be so easily be fooled by the commoners? This is just a lesson." Before he finished speaking, he suddenly showed a strange expression. Then, under the stimulation of the book's pure martial arts, he finally broke through the realm he hadn't broken through for 20 years. At this time, Yifeng was still eating his instant noodles and envying others. This mortal is eating mutton in the immortal world, was suddenly targeted by a wounded monster. It wanted to swallow him to replenish its body, but was caught by the mortal and grabbed its head. My power didn't work on him. Then the monster launched another attack, but it still didn't cause any harm to the mortal. Any harm. Instead, it knocked over his hot pot. At this moment, the monster began to tremble. He had an ominous feeling. On the other side, the superior's girl and her master came to the martial arts hall. They were stunned by the portrait on the wall. Qingshan didn't understand the content of the painting, but it seemed to be about a sect dispute. It's just a flash in the pan. So the old man knelt down directly. Xing Feng's disciple has arrived. They hurriedly said they were from Qingshan sect. Hearing that they were from Qingshan sect, and begged for mercy. Just as Lan Su was about to kneel, his master quickly stopped him. "Can you kneel to an elder? He must be testing you with a contemptuous attitude to test us. Look, he is holding a feather duster. It's used to remove dust. Dusting means getting rid of distractions. Only by getting rid of distractions can we succeed. So, this must be the first hint from the master. Today, we will let the master see our sincerity. And Lanzu also said. So the two started cleaning the martial arts hall. In the evening, Yifeng came back. He invited them to have dinner before leaving. Then the master and disciple began to imagine again. Master, can you see anything? Qingshan said, I can't see through his cultivation. This person's strength is unfathomable. Pay attention to his knife skills. Seems ordinary, but the ingredients he cut out were rejuvenated. And look at the wolf next to it. If I'm not mistaken, it's the rarest Shishin wolf in the demon race. At this time, Lanzu asked, Master, is he going to use the wolf demon as food? If we really eat it, the demon race will not let it go. Qingshan ancestor continued to whisper, the person who dares to do this, probably not just at the martial emperor level. Look at this wolf demon. He's trying to break free and ready to fight to the death. However, the next second, the wolf demon begged for mercy on his knees, and Yifeng finally let him go and planned to keep it as a pet. This scene directly stunned the ancestor of Qingshan. Shitian demon wolf is begging for mercy, and senior, he actually let him go at the last moment. What a kind and benevolent person he is. At this moment, Lanzu said to her master, Master, now is not the time to be moved. We came to borrow a magic weapon to deal with the Zhongwu sect. In this way, Lanzu stated her purpose, hoping to borrow that divine kitchen knife. At this moment, Qingshan ancestor pressed him to the ground. You expose your greed like this. The senior will be unhappy. Yifeng said, just borrow it. It's not something. Valuable thing. This directly stunned the master and disciple. This is a kitchen knife of the male lead. It is said that the male lead can forge 2 or 3 a day, which is a worthless daily tool. However, it was worshipped by the ancestor as a divine weapon. Now he finally plans to take it out and try it. But the disciples saw this broken kitchen knife. They all thought that the master was under too much pressure and desperate for a cure. The master felt very sad, but still with a try-it-out mentality. He plans to try it gently first. It's a gemstone, which is the ancestral treasure of Qingshan sect. It's said to be extremely tough and indestructible. Even the magic weapon only leave a few scratches. So he used a kitchen knife to touch it. It was a gem, but the next second, the gem was split into 4 pieces. The blade energy flew straight into the sky. This scene was like the power of a nuclear explosion. Bees were surprised to see it. Then he put his hands together and began to make a devout wish. The disciples of Qingshan sect were also shocked. Even the ancestor of Qingshan was confused. Gandao, I really didn't use all my strength. The power of this knife is amazing and so cute. At this time, the Xuanwu sect learned that Qingshan sect had a divine weapon. Then he took his female disciple to the sealed boundary and took out the artifact they had sealed again. Soon, it was time for the duel between the Xuanwu sect and Qingshan sect. The audience had already gathered to watch the battle, just for their safety. The distance is a bit far. At this time, Yifeng started to do business and started renting telescopes. The 2 powerful men have already started fighting. Qingshan ancestor was still no match for Baiyuan. He was punched and flew out, but he already knew and was ready to use the artifact. But he didn't expect that Ni Zhuangwu already knew it and sneered, show it. I know you have a magic weapon. Hearing this, Lu Qing, Lu Qingshan showed an awkward expression. How did you know? And Ning Xuanwu smiled and said, do you think I will let your sneak attack succeed? In this way, Ning Xuanwu took out the artifact soul sword first. At this time, his female disciple explained that this is a sword that costs 10 years of life to use. It can easily devour the spiritual power of any weapon. So weapons below the holy level in front of him are just like ordinary kitchen knives. But at this moment, Lu Qingshan took out the kitchen knife. Everyone laughed at him in an instant. The two's momentum was completely one-sided. Lu Qingshan also felt this. He suddenly felt very flustered. He asked Uncle Yi in his heart, what should I do? At this moment, Yufeng shouted to hold on. How could you give up so easily? This sentence instantly reached Lu Qingshan's ears. He saw Master Yi on the mountain. He thought he brought people to cheer him on. However, Yufeng was just here to make money. You finished so quickly. My time-based paid telescope. I will make money. At this moment, Lu Qingshan was reinvigorated. Ming Xuanwu launched a soul-devouring attack at him, while Lu Qingshan launched a normal attack with a kitchen knife. These two are local cultivators. Today, they will have a decisive battle. One took out the sealed artifact soul sword, while the other took out a broken kitchen knife. Everyone saw it and started to laugh at him. However, it was this ordinary strike that instantly shattered the artifact of Xuanwu. The resulting saber energy was extremely terrifying and directly cut the earth in half. The Xuanwu sect saw the bad situation and fled quickly. The Qingshan sect planned to pursue the victory, but was stopped by the elder of Qingshan sect. He said to his disciples, Master Yi is observing from above. If they continue to fight, the expert would be unhappy. In my opinion, the expert doesn't want the destruction of either side, but a balance of the two sides. The noble person has such a broad mind, is worthy of our lifetime to understand and penetrate. We are really too superficial compared to him. However, you guys continue to fight about a novel. Why are you so short-lived? How can I do business? Later, Yufeng met a woman on his way down the mountain. It turned out that she was Yufeng's childhood sweetheart, but the woman had already changed her mind and said to Yifeng that he was a good man in order to enter Qingshan sect for cultivation. She had promised her senior brother she must not have any contact with other men. So after being dumped, he didn't go out of the room for 3 days. Zhang Xing was worried, so he came in to take a look, but the mess in front of him worried him. It seems that the boss was really hurt by that woman. He was so devoted, but ended up like this. It's really unbearable. So Zhang Qing went to the boss to offer help. But Yifeng asked if he needed help. I wanted to invite you to have barbecue, but you insisted on working. Zhang Qing saw this scene, was instantly stunned. It doesn't look like he was hurt by love. Wait, it's too early to make a judgment. The boss must be too sad and didn't want to show it in front of me. I understand, but unfortunately I'm a boy. I can't help the boss solve this problem. A man was killing someone in the suburbs. Suddenly, an old man with a big belly appeared and taught him not to act recklessly. However, the man was arrogant and directly called the old man a stinky old man. Before he finished speaking, a huge handprint smashed towards him. This scared the man to a standstill. The old man was above the king realm. The handprint directly smashed a big hole in the ground, But the old man with a big belly found that the man had run away. It should be. It was the Shenshin stone in his hand that saved him. The Shenshin stone is the founder of the Shanwu sect. It's the evil of immortal stones. Even in the face of high-level attacks, it can turn bad luck. Soon, the man ran to Yifeng's martial arts hall. He even laughed at the broken martial arts hall for not having a name. So he attacked the martial arts hall. But the plaque of the martial arts hall erupted with a strong killing intent, and then many weapons appeared to laugh at him.